Moving on to problem 1.18. Again, this problem is also not related to chemistry at all. It's pure probability. So in bridge, there are 4 players, A, B, C, and D. Each of the players receives 13 cards. So there are 52 cards in total, and each player receives 13 cards. A and C have 26 cards together, right? 13 plus 13, they both have 26 cards. And when you have 52 cards, 13 cards are spades, then 13 are hearts, 13 are diamonds, and the other 13 are clubs. So, so out of the 52, there are 13 spades. And A and C have 11 of the 13 spades between them. So out of the 26 cards, 11 out of the 26 are spades. A and C have those. So there are 2 more spades left. And there are 26 cards that are to be distributed between B and D, right? Now the question asks us to find the probability that the remaining 2 spades are distributed in such a way that B gets 1 spade and D gets another spade. So they should each get 1 spade. So what is the probability of that? Now, the probability of, let's say, B not getting any spade. So B is given 13 cards, and let's find out the probability that none of the 13 cards that B gets is a spade. So there are 26 cards that are to be distributed, and 2 of them are spades, right? Which means there are 24 non-spade cards. So out of the 26, the first card that B gets can be any of the 24 that is not a spade. Now, once a card is given to B, there are only 25 cards left. And the second card that B gets should be 25 minus 2 spades, which is 23, any of the 23 that are not spades. And then we have 24 cards left, and B can get any of the 22 non-spade cards. And if we keep going like this, at the end, we are left with 14 cards. And if we take away the 2 spades, there are 12 cards that B can get. Now, we can cancel out a lot of these numbers, 24s, 23s, 22s, and even the 14 gets canceled. However, you have a 13 here that does not get canceled. So this will be 12 times 13 divided by 25 times 26. Now, the probability of D not getting any spades is also the same. It's also going to be 12 times 13 divided by 25 times 26. Now, the question asks us to compute the probability that B gets one spade and D gets another spade. So this probability can be subtracted from the entire probability of one, from the total probability of one. You can subtract the probability that both B and D do not get any spades. Maybe this could be misleading. What I mean to say is the probability that B does not get any spade and times the probability that D plus the probability that D does not get any spade. So that's just going to be 1 minus 12 times 13, 5 times 26 times 2. Now this 13 twos are 26, so it's going to be 1 minus 12 over 24, which is 13 over 25. So the probability that B gets one spade and D gets another spade is 13 over 25.